unnerving. When crypto is swerving, your portfolio is veering down a deep black hole. But if you watch Road Dog and you listen closely, he will help you gain control. Well, if you think this channel is groovy and you'd like to show your support, well, there are a few things that you can do. Find that like button, give it just a playful little smack, and subscribe and join the channel. And let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button now. It's just down and to your left. And you tap with your right. Look over to the side. Where you can join and subscribe. This crypto rival, the real drives you out. Let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button now.
You've been mining in the shadows, chasing digital gold. Hodling every coin you claim, your secrets untold. Whispers on the chain ignite, you're pulling me slow, slow. Crypto's in your eyes tonight, I'm caught in the glow. Wallets locked, your keys are T's, a game I can't unwind. That FOMO's creeping through my veins, you're messing with my mind. I'm not your trader, not your pawn, I see through the haze. You're dancing in my dreams, babe, with your blockchain ways. You just want my transaction, yeah. You just want my stacks to send, oh, oh. Playing games with central plans, I'm slipping deeper in your hands. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Not my keys, not my crypto lately. Pulling me with moves so shady. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Charts are spinning, I'm persuaded. Lost in code, intoxicated. NFTs light up the dark, your apes are on display. Gas fees pull me under, but I'm swaying anyway. Babe, we're going to the moon, your voice cuts through the night. Exit scams are calling soft, I'm trapped in your sight, I'm trapped in your sight. Notes align, your words seducible, run in your tone. Promises of wealth unwind, I'm never alone. I'm not your mark, not your prey, but I'm falling too fast. Crypto's got me locked in deep, this high's gonna last. You just want my transaction, yeah. You just want my stacks to send, oh, oh. Playing games with central plans, I'm slipping deeper in your hands. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Not my keys, not my crypto lately. Pulling me with moves so
Snitches get stitches is all I'm saying.
You just want transaction, baby. Charts are spinning, I'm persuaded. Lost in code, intoxicated. Chains are humming, coins are running, running. Call me yours, but I'm not breaking. Cold wallets mine, no chance you're taking. You're my rhythm, oh. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Not my keys, not my crypto lately. Pulling me with moves so shady. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Charts are spinning, I'm persuaded. Lost in code, intoxicated. You just want transaction. Sign my hash, I'm still resistant. Well in the waves, I'm drifting. Crypto's my sweet addiction. chase green at the top. I'd rather short than buy the hype. I'm waiting for the dip, give me the right type. The price is high, I'll wait, I'll wait. I'm not the one to chase candles late. The price is high, don't break, don't break. I'll short the peak or sit and take. Volume spikes, scream, watch for traps. Overbow charts mean a quick collapse. Don't FOMO in when RSC's too hot. Patience pays, I'll trade what I've got. The price is high, I'll wait, I'll wait. I'm not the one to chase candles late. The price is high.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the ringing of the cowbell, the sacred cowbell from a sacred cow. We like sacred cows and cowbells. Ring-a-ling. Play with the ding-a-ling.
All right, I got it. I got it, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You smell like the hemp fields in India up in my backyards. Yes, it reminds me of home. Shut up, hubby. Check.
How's that? Is that good?
Oh yes, that's fine, man. You doing okay, man? Son, your eyes are very. You're high. I can tell. Check.
Just check the mic.
Hey, Sean.
What?
They know.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. What did I do?
Sean, they know.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Jesus! Don't sneak up on me like that.
No, you're high.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
I can tell. They know.
Shut up.
The microphone's on.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It is. It is.
oh wait, I got it. And scene. That was the what you call it at the beginning of a show. That was our introductory scene.
Good one, huh, babe?
Thank you. I went to college. I can do stuff like that.
Okay, test. I feel like I did this.
Hey, Sean. They know.
Oh, shoot.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready yourself for the turkey. Here we go.
For those of you that didn't hit that like button, I should say thank you.
Oh, just now remember about that icon there, that little emoji thing I was supposed to be working on here. Oh man, we had the sound up and everything there. All right, so Bitcoin, I'm here on the tiny 1 minute chart because you degens are looking at it, and I know you are. This is what it looks like, in case you're not a degen and wondering what the big deal. I was watching this little guy roundy over here, catch a little higher, okay, I kind of like that. I like that shape for a bottom at an area of 618, and I'm like, so I tried that little guy, but I'm not been sold on these moving averages on nary a time frame. This thing looks bearish to me. I mean, smaller time frames. I mean, we're still good overall. It's just, I think somebody has to call this a dump. No, well, I mean, it could be a little bit lower. This could be our trip down back to 105, 102. It could be. Now, I wouldn't call it a dump. We're kind of more of a correction, but we are struggling with this our other high that we had over here. Right over here, this little level right here.
110. That's the area that we've been getting rejected off of right now. So that's a little concerning, just to see, you know, if we are going to hold this 106 area. Let me get some of this stuff off of here. That's kind of the key thing. Breaking that area would be working on a lower low, and that could be a bad sign for the trend. But luckily, still our trend lines are still intact there. So you know we still got that going on. I'm at the 4 hour right now. You little degens, you never seen this one before, have you? Oh wait, no, I got one. I bet you never seen this one. What the hell's he doing? It's the monthly Bitcoin. You've never seen it. You little 1 minute DJ. I'm not fussing at you, but hey, since we're here on the monthly, you know, are we bearish or at all? We're riding above that 9 on the monthly. You're right. Why is my thumb not? What? Hello, thumbs. Where's my thumbs? That's good. That's good when we're riding above the 9. We like that. And even on the 2 week, riding above the 9, bounced off the 21 to the upside. We got the cute little duck lips. Well, a little magnificent hummingbird pattern. It's a higher, it's a low, it's a high, it's a higher low, and there's lots of names for those these days, it seems. But that's basically what it is, and that's why that matters. And that looks good. Here on the weekly, we got the 9. That 9 finally crossed over that 21 moving average. I was kind of sweating that a little bit because we could have rolled over easily. You know, that could have been like, nobody, but it's not. Keep in mind that all of our indicators here on the big time frames for Bitcoin are looking rather quite juicy on the weekly. The weekly MACD and even the 2 weeks joined the fun. Yeah. MACD's brought her sister along. She's twice as big. However, on the 3 days where we're getting our little kind of signs of weakness here, and that's where we had our little red dot there. And the 3 day candle ago, when that happened, telling us, hey man, things are slowing down just a little bit. They're going to chill just a little bit. And we got to figure out, you know, how far are they going to chill? They're going to chill a lot. They're going to chill just a little bit. And that's why we're here tonight. So if you ask my personal opinion, looking on these smaller time frames, well, not smaller, but 4 hour, you little degen. You thought I was going back to the 10-second, didn't you? We might. Degens have a home here at this channel. I'm just saying. You gotta put them in that leather suit, strap them in that little room that they can't come out of, and you know, let them have a little wallet that they can play around with. And then you kind of keep them under control. Otherwise, they're just going to wreck your whole. They'll wreck your whole portfolio, maybe your whole life if you let them. So if I'm here looking on the bigger, I think we are in a range. I pulled out this little guy, man. We got the point of control over here. We lost it twice. Now we might be headed all the way back down here to the value area low, which yeah, that seems very plausible. I'm not going to deter that. I just don't want to be in this big green cloud because a lot of times they like to take you a little further. If you get too deep into them, man, that's jumping down that rabbit hole. We don't want to go down that again, do we? No, not for summer, man. Not for summer, man. But I got to tell you, we do know that we have surpassed the areas of resistance that we were looking for. That we would have been happy of just to pull back here. But no, we decided not. We got to rub it in the face over here and go just a little bit higher, just a little bit. Not even up to our nice little fib target at 114. Although I will say that there's if you can see this over here, and you might, can you? Hell no, I can't see crap. That's too small. Well, let's refresh you. This is the Binance liquidity heat map, you know, and if you turn it all the way up over here, I mean, there's all the liquidity's up above. Turn it down a little bit. You got to turn it down quite a bit, and because some of the heat maps I was looking at, they had a lot below, and like, oh, we'll probably go down and get all that before we go up, and that would make sense. You know, they look a little bit more heavy on the downside, but yeah, So it's a lot of smaller orders and smaller stop losses. I think what we got on the bottom, and all the bigger fun money, all the shorts and liquidations and stop loss areas and sell orders and all that stuff's up here. What's it about 110? 110.5 starts up through there, and you can see over here where we kind of like zoomed into it. We just like, it's like these areas, man, and the price just kind of, the market makers just kind of zip the airplane over there into that cloud and just go and clean it out there a little bit. A little turbulence over here, it appears. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say hello to everybody. Make sure my microphone is on. That would be embarrassing again not to have it so, but we did a few areas for some of these local pools for local toppy areas, pivot points, if you will, and the 111 112 area was a really good one, and it stuck. I thought we still might have a little juice to get up, but I am cautious about this. I was wondering why I had this line over here the other night. I'm like, why do we have that? Why do I have that? Are you the right one? And that was our Bitcoin conference when that happened. And I don't know, we have a history of Bitcoin. I posted it early over here into the trading. Where was it? It was the lounge area. Over in the lounge where all the cool kids hang out. Hey, thank you for doing that, my man. I posted this. Boo. Okay, well, it's not going to show it. Anyway, I got with Grok because, you know, Grok can pull up a lot of stuff pretty quick and pretty effectively. And talk to you about the Bitcoin conferences in the past, and there's a correlation with a drop after them, even within weeks after them. So I just think that's kind of interesting. That maybe we want to, just pay attention to this. Doesn't say it has happened. Maybe we'll go to 160,000 next week. Yay. Yes, yeah, that's what we thought last year this time. Was that last year or 2 years? Last year was Nashville. Oh man. Bitcoin did good, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin didn't anymore. It looked like even during the conference, like it was strong and everything. But I told my brother back then, I said, well, that's odd, because it usually dumps at conferences. So I want to take just a minute just to read this, if you don't mind. I think you might find it interesting. Bitcoin's price behavior around major conferences, particularly around the annual Bitcoin conference organized by Bitcoin Inc., has shown a recurring pattern based on historical data and sentiment from post-COINEX. While not guaranteed, there's evidence suggesting Bitcoin often experiences a rally leading up to these events, followed by a reversal or correction during or shortly after. Here's a breakdown based on available information. Tune down the music. Historical price performance around Bitcoin conferences 2019. San Francisco, Bitcoin rallied to 14,000 before the conference, but dropped to 9,000 by July 17th. The conference was June 25th. A 35% correction over 21 days. 21% for Bitcoin over 3 weeks, people. 2020. Example number 2. A 56% correction occurred just 59 days. That's too much for you other people. For any people. After the conference. Indicating a significant post-event decline. Oh no, not that post-event decline. Don't they have pills for that? Sean, look that up. Let's be like Joe Rogan. You're looking up stuff that I find. Yeah. Circle back to me on that. In 2022, a 42% correction took place 40 days after the conference. The general trend, post-COINEX consistently note a pattern of pre-conference hype driving price increases followed by a sell-off or sideways movement during or after the event. At the consensus. Observe that Bitcoin typically retraces or consolidates for months post-conference, often raging sideways through the summer before resuming an upward trend. Also highlighted this pump and dump pattern, which corrections often tied to profit taken after the high peaks. Frequency and nature of the corrections. How often does this happen? Historical data suggests that Bitcoin corrects or reverses in most years, 2019, 20, 21, 22, following major Bitcoin conferences. While not every conference leads to an immediate sharp correction, doesn't always lead to the immediate sharp correction. The pattern of a post-event pullback or consolidation appears in at least 3 to 4 of the last 5 years, based on X-posts and web analyses. Corrections typically begin during the conference or within 5 to 8 weeks afterward, with declines ranging from 24% to 56% in cited years. The causes of the corrections are often attributed to 1. Profit taken. Hell yeah, sell in May, walk away, bitches. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see it now, but okay. So you got that. Investors sell during the conference or after the conference to capitalize on the pre-event price pumps driven by the hype and the FOMO. Market sentiment conferences usually amplify attention, but post-event news digestion can lead to sell-offs as excitement fades. And broader dynamics such as microeconomic events or regulatory news can exacerbate corrections, although these are not directly tied to conferences.
Chains glow, digital gold where the rivers flow. Wallet in my pocket, holding the key. Unchained from the past, we're breaking free.
It says that in a broader context, Bitcoin's price volatility is influenced by more than just conferences, halving events, institutional adoption, Bitcoin ETFs, for example, and macroeconomic factors like interest rates or regulatory shifts also play significant roles. Conferences often amplify existing market sentiment, making them a focal point for price swings, but not the sole driver. For example, in 2024, a correction of 15% occurred post-halving, unrelated to conference, showing that corrections are part of Bitcoin's broader volatility. In conclusion, Bitcoin reverses or corrects during or shortly after major Bitcoin conferences in most years, with historical data indicating a correction in at least 3 to 4 of the past 5 years, from 2019 to 2022. These corrections generally range from 24 to 56% within 5 to 8 weeks post-event, driven by profit-taking and feigning hype. And blah, 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 the rest of it, we'll leave it there for the little members of our trading community. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention and come back to the chat here? Come back to the chat here, rather, I'll say. Seems charting is a great way to reduce stress. It is kind of zen-like. And trading is a way to induce stress if you get on the wrong side of it. I never sell in May. I tried something new this year. Probably bite me in the ass. I am toying with I'm set pretty good if we do drop. If we do drop, I'm cool. But could I be cooler? But there's always that thought, right? So I mean, that scenario can be real. I mean, I know we just came up and got our all-time high, but what she likes to do is also go up to places in range. So I'm kind of curious. But these little fuzzy ranges, they're not fun, man. They're not fun at all. Gosh, this was just... Well, this one was hell. We did not enjoy that one at all. Just got through that one. Little Batman-looking, crazy little 4-eyed thing. 5-eyed, spidery-looking crab cat thing. And nasty. We don't want to go through that again, man. Jeez. And here we were last summer, you know, this time of the year. Well, in May, we were actually, where were we in May? May, we were still fighting our way back, saying, look, it's a flag to the upside. You know that's true. You know that's true. You got at least, I don't know, probably worked out at least 3 or 4 flags out of that whole little section here, and worked it until finally it wasn't going to happen. And just a slow burn with, oh, maybe this is it. No. Oh, well, maybe this has got to be it. Oh, And wow, I hope we don't go through anything like that again. I hope we're not stuck in this is just a little bit of we're just the top of our range. That would suck. But I want to remind you before we go down that little kind of depressing thought that remember we just talked about the 2-week join the party here on Flippin' Bullish. Shoot, the monthly's already been there. She did the duck lips. She went, you know the duck lips? Strike a pose. All right. However, you know, you see this. There's been some little momentum going down, but this past month has been kind of good. So we got a little blue bar. We got that going for us. Snapshot of the two week. This is Mom MacD's or Aunt MacD's sister. I guess that makes her another aunt, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the older aunt. We're gonna watch her go balls to the wall. That's just starting. Look at that. We got, you know, it looks good. Doesn't mean it's gonna be straight up though. It can range though and take its time to get up there. It just means that we're out of the woods for that 30,000 mark. More than likely, I'd be willing to kind of step out there and say that 30,000 will not hit in the next 2 weeks. Or I'm not BitBoy, and I'm not BitBoy, so I don't know. Will it happen or will it not? Let's get back to the chat. Chat, please get me on track tonight before I start chasing squirrels. Sicario, what's good? What's going on? It's a trap. It'll go up this time after the conference. I like the word trap because I think we're just at the point. It's like it almost feels like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Feels like that a lot of time in cryptos. If you're talking about the feels of it. I still got ear. I'm watching it both ways. I don't know what she's going to do. Sometimes we might do a little, just play the range. Just play the little range. If we start to establish one, just play in the range. Meanwhile, it's altcoins that are just kind of, you know, what the hell. They start to look good, they start to look promising, then they get a little wishy-washy. So we need to zoom in. But I did notice that Bitcoin dominance has been dropping as of late, and that should help our altcoins, although it didn't help them as much as we would anticipate. Looks like we got more bump out of the last drop than we did this little drop, so that's kind of concerning. What's going on with you guys, man? What's up? Yo, Bitcoin dominance, what's up with you, man? You lost that line, man. You feeling under the weather? You came up here. You made a higher high now. You playing with us? You a devious bastard? Is that what you are? Don't you be no devious bastard. You sick, you go down. You just come down here and lay down. Nobody gonna laugh at you. All right, so we trying to figure out what's going on over here, man, because I'm telling you, Bitcoin dominance is kind of drunk. He's that little wino bouncing against the wall. Don't know what he's going to do yet. Don't know if he got a knife or crazy. But so far, he's coming at us, and that's cool. If you want to come down here and sit down, that's fine. That's fine. But this little cloud saying, hey, man, don't trust him. Don't trust him. Hey, he gonna run on you, baby. He gonna run on you. He the runner. And I'm like, okay, cloud. Now the cloud may be high too. I don't know. That's what clouds do. They get up there and they get high. So so was that supposed to make sense? Jesus, Sean. My bad. I'm sitting here yelling at 11 o'clock at night on a school night. I'm sure I'll hear something about that in the morning. All right, so Bitcoin dominance seems to be trying to just quickly decide to go bearish all of a sudden. Okay. But others, what are we doing? Oh, we came back a little bit. You know, I mean, it's just like, you know, all right. Thank you, Bitcoin dominance, for giving that boost to the ups. I mean, we went the wrong way. Why are we following Bitcoin dominance? You're supposed to be going the other way, others. So why are people selling out of all the little rinky-dinky altcoins, and why are they doing that? Even out of total 3. Oh my gosh. Most of the altcoins. Could this be the answer? Could it be this trend line? Could it be that simple? We come up and bumping our heads on it. Just can't get back in the program. Is that where we are today? We need you to do something, baby. We need you to do something on the bigger picture of things. When we zoom out, we got this fuzzy wuzzy over here, man. Look the other way, man. Maybe that's it. Let's make him look the right way. Look this way. Keep an eye on that. I was always looking for it to come back here, but she decided, no, I want to stop halfway. I don't want to go that way. And I'm like, oh, okay. No, we should turn around right now. And I'm like, oh, right now? You're so close. Why not just go down here? No, we should turn around right now. And we would turn around, then we zigzag back because somebody forgot their sunglasses, whatever, came back, thought the stove was on, and then we left. And then now we come back. I don't know, what are you doing? Altcoins, come on. Are we going, or what? You double top kind of over here, so that's kind of concerning. You would say it's a NIM pattern, but we never confirmed it. But I'm sure, oh man, for the new pattern traders, I feel bad for you guys. You guys are probably hearing all kinds of stuff out there for this stuff. You're probably hearing things like, what's a cup and handle to the upside? And you could read it that way. I mean, that's probably one of the better guesses because price does go up to it, because most of the time they're calling cup and handles that price doesn't go up to. That's one of the main things that I look for. It's a continuation pattern, so you want it to continue in the same direction that it happened in. Like once. The rule is to stay away from ones that have dagger bottoms. So if they're kind of spiky instead of a nice little round accumulation that goes up. Because I mean, when you see one that's nice and round, and I'm just saying, once you see a nice one, you'll remember. I'm just saying, once you see a nice one, you're going to remember. You'll know. I mean, it's not bad. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's not, but I have seen better. I'm just saying. Oh, don't slap me. Jeez, it's little touchy little things though, they might be. All right, but the rule is that wherever the lip is and from here to there, that 2/3 of the way down, it invalidates. And maybe we went a little bit lower than that. So is it a cup and handle? My take would be it invalidated, but it might be a doing of something. Maybe there's a different thing. And in my personal opinion, I think we got an ascending triangle kind of idea. Since we couldn't get past here and this is angling up. The question to be, now do we want to include this? Now do we? And I would say, okay, Johnny, all right. You can make an argument that they can fit in within what we have right here behind my little turkey leg. Yeah. Well, we can do that. Okay. This is still going to be resistance, though. Still going to be resistance. So I'm going to compromise, and I'm going to draw 2 trend lines with me touchies over here. So we need 3 touches to be valid, and we got 3 touches, so it is valid. I know we're not doing it, but sometimes the trend kind of matures, and we start getting our little channel more defined. The edges of it is how I read it and interpret it. If you want flags to the upside, you're at the wrong spot, but I'll do them for you if you want. No. So it's nice once we be coming back up here. I hope so, man. I hope so. Total 3. Have you got anything bullish for us here on the 4 hour? That's a nice little cross here, man. 200 over the 800. That's a big deal. That's probably a bigger thing over here on the daily. What's happening on the daily? 50 over the 100, 21 over the 200. If you're new to this, just like, what the hell is he talking about? Girlfriend saying he watches this weird turkey that talks about all these numbers and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He made me watch it. Oh, it was horrible. I'm sorry, I just recalling a conversation that I recorded from one of my subscribers. No, I'm kidding. Hey, look, duck lips. Are we trying? Are they just playing with this? Are we getting ready to just kind of go up? Kind of? Man, I hope so. I think we got the momentum. From what I'm seeing here on the daily, I think we got it. I do think that we can hold this area and be just a little patient. Maybe they're just playing with us today, but I don't see that bad of things. But what I am neglecting to do is consider the bigger picture. It points to something lower though. Did you just take that? We should draw another one. So might there be some down, or might it just be a lot of sideways until then? Oh man, are we going to go through the first week of June sideways? Oh, shut up! Oh, that would not make sense for the momentum that we got, would it? Say nay, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your take on the market? Do you think we're going up or going down? I would say we got a little green dot going on right here on the BitBoy green dot. You know how that goes. It's like, oh, let's go in. 100 exit right now. Oh. We do have money flow going up. I think it's with taking a gander at some of these altcoins tonight, because we might be seeing them in a curious situation where there might be a nice little price point coming on some of them. Might be a nice formation. Maybe. I'm curious. But is it altcoin season? Nay, I say nay. I don't believe it is. I don't. I tried. I had hoped. I thought, oh, maybe it could be. But no, I don't believe it is. But I sure do like to watch Bitcoin fall. Bitcoin dominance, not Bitcoin, but Bitcoin dominance fall. Come on down, baby. Come on down. The water's good. You can do it. I'm going to take this little line over here. I'm going to put it over there just so that we can laugh at it when she comes up and taps at it again and just dangle it. Am I being cruel? I'm sorry. My bad. Was that some of the frustration coming out? Sean? Call Dr. Shivago. We've got some altcoins to start talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I saw a few over here, and I forgot to put my little thing up, but we got to get this show on the road, baby. It's 37 minutes in, so I'm still beating my normal time. Just score. Record that, Sean. Write that down. We're going to try and improve our timing here. Before we do, oh, did you take us somewhere and then leave us? Overall on the daily over here, man, we're up about 3% on most of the altcoins. So some of them are looking okay, but still not where we want. Some of them are popping off. Some of them are just poking with a stick, man. Is it working? Is he moving? Is it breathing? I don't know. And then of course this past hour, it's like, hey man, what happened to the party, dude? So we got the great and glorious day of Wednesday. Hump Day is coming tomorrow. So happy Hump Day to everybody. May your humps be enjoyable and not lumpy lumps. Bitcoin, what are you doing, baby? I mean, really, this is dominance, okay. Bitcoin, baby, what are you doing? I mean, really. Staying on script there. Did you see that? And every time I get hopeful for her, I mean, I'm just not. But let me share with you. Why are you being kind of down on the dumps on Bitcoin? Most of it is moving averages, and most of it is smaller time frames. But there's some things going on here on some of these other ones too. We should probably take a look at. I'm just saying. We've already had a red dot here on the daily. I'm just saying. Okay. Well, they kind of it's spreading now. Now we got one on the 12-hour again. We've had them on and off and everything since we got the daily one. But there is a decrease in money flow here. I'm just saying. We've also got it on the 8-hour. I'm just saying there is a red dot there. I mean, it's trying to confirm for us here. We got one on the 6-hour. There's a red dot there. I'm just saying, stochastics coming down and stuff. We had one here on the 4-hour, and then stochastics already leveled out on you. You might be trying to level out and catch yourself a little bit, but all the way down the road, we've been in red dot territory for a while. Just saying. Then we started getting a few green ones on the 36-minute and 24-minute and all that, 15-minute and on the smaller time frames. So like starting to put the brake on from all of that negativity. Oh wow, price has just been kind of zigzag and basically higher highs and higher lows when you kind of look at the picture here. I'm just saying.
Freedom in pixels where secrets reside. Crypto or more, let it ignite. Change
Yay.
the world under moonlight. Dancing on air, chasing the thrill.
So she is holding an area of support right now, 200 moving average and also trend line. So we got a little something there, man, but it is janky. It is janky, and it doesn't mean that you can't break. Doesn't mean that you can't bounce. And if you're asking me to tell you what it's going to do, I mean, I wish that I could tell you for sure what she's going to do, but I can't do it. My crystal ball is in the shop right now. Normally I have that little sucker out here, but no. Sean broke it. Now I got a black mirror, but it's just, I don't know. It's just not the same. It's not the same. I don't have a lot of stock for these local trend lines like this. I'm more in stock with the bigger picture, the bigger trend lines that we got here. I'm not sold on this idea. I do think that she can roll over. But she's still got some, you know, she's still got some things up here that can pull her right back in there. So that's what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. Can we get support here? We haven't had the major crosses, even here on the 1 hour, on the moving averages, to say, oh, she's definitely going to, you know, I can't say that. Like if my 21 crossed the 50 moving average, I can sit here and say, oh, that don't look good. That's no. I should probably get out and just close my trades or whatever. She's just choppy AF with a decent choppy ass range. Did you guys expect me to fib her out? We're gonna take a look at XLM real quick. That was a request. Here we are on Coinbase futures. There's not a whole lot of information over here. Let's just go to Binance. Oh, well, we've been here before. And we just kind of been ranging over here for a little while, in a little minute. Even gonna put up this range tool. Well, I think this was when we had a trade set up when it was somewhere, what, about 25 cents. Target was here, which it hit right off there, pulled back, and then she went up even higher and started doing all that. This is old stuff. I even had oh look, we nailed it there too. You didn't nail it there. Shut up. I'm telling mom. 33 cents. What the hell? So this is an old chart. So this is an example of a setup that we've done here when she was down here in these areas. That's old news. Let's take that off and see what we got here. Stella.
I feel your flicker and the pulse runs deep, but your teeth so sweet.
Actually, let me come to the daily. All right, 4 hour then. We'll do your 4 hour. We got this. They start getting tricky with these V-shaped recoveries. So sometimes, you know, we go into the little next one and go from there. Not the greatest, but or get on a decent bigger time frame. And they do it on the daily. I think the daily might be a little bit more accurate. Going with candle bodies, and best I can tell, you know, we got the amount of touches we need. That's the biggest thing. However, you're drawing a trend line, you need at least to be valid. You really need 3. All right, you can 2 to 3. You need 3. You really need 3. You need 3 points and 3 good ones. 3 good ones. The better the trend line, the better reaction, I believe. So we got that, and if we want to draw the other side of it, it puts us in a nice little local pattern, which kind of opens up the sky for us, for real. Not trying to be overly bullish, but I see we've been a lot of the altcoins. We've been talking about this on the 4-hour chart. How all these moving averages are starting to cross, right? Seeing the opposite on Bitcoin right now. They're flipping and flopping the other way. Okay, so Bitcoin, she's not looking too healthy right now. I'm just saying. That's just what I see right now. Shorter, especially the smaller, you know, the bigger ones. We've already said, man, we're good, right? We're bullish. But it can be some sideways in there and some boring price action and some downs, some corrections and pullbacks. And some might say we're overdue. Some might say we're going to go get all that liquidity up here about 111,000, and we might. I could see is, you know, we could retest that. I just don't see it happening at the present hour. So I like what I'm seeing here. 4-hour for XLM. See, if we got a trend line, then we got a possible idea for entry or adding to a position, in my personal opinion. I've mentioned this before. I'm one of those guys that comes from position. I like to buy the bottom of trend lines. Because I often, I don't know, it seems like they're easier to find to do this. And then everybody's different, and you might be different too, and there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's got their own way to, or needs, you know, you got to find your own way that works for you to enter a trade what you're comfortable with. And it may change over time when you try something else and something different. I've found that when I'm, it's not the only entries I look for, but if I find myself in a situation such as this where, oh man, we're so close to that trend line, I'm like, baby, my, you look interesting. Well, I bet if you were to get right back up here where you came from, right back up there at 31 cents, woo-wee, that'd be a 10% gain. If I put a stop loss underneath this little guy over here, that'd be a 2% stop loss. That gives me a 4.5 to 1 risk reward ratio. I mean, if I risk $100, risk, not trade with. That means risk. That means stop loss. I only lose $100, meaning my position is probably going to be a lot more than $100 in this situation. So you would be looking at leverage in that account, and you get 10% gains there. You know what I've been doing lately? While Bitcoin has been in all of its chop, and I mostly trade Bitcoin with leverage, mostly with like perpetual futures and things like that. I've just been doing 1x, just been doing some 1x trading while she's kind of trying to figure out what the hell's going on, anything that I take there. And that's helped me kind of just curve, you know, because, you know, there's stops, but I'm controlling, you know, how little that I get stopped out. Helps me control my risk that way. And if she starts going, then yeah, man, I start adding the leverage up in that and pulling all my. It doesn't matter unless you're. I mean, really, unless you're trading with more than your account balance with leverage, using leverage, you're still going to make the same amount of money. For real, you're just borrowing from them, and well, minus the fees that they charge you for borrowing. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's probably the appeal right there. Why should I share? Why should I take all the profit myself with the 1x? And let me just go ahead and let me share with the exchange there a little bit more. Come on, guys. Here, I'll tell you what. Let me just use my own $100. I'll just use 10, or let me go 100x. I'll use one of my dollars, and I'll borrow all the rest. Yeah, that's all right. We'll split the winnings. Good. Yeah, I know you guys are going to take your share, right? That's kind of how it works for real. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I watched a very small account get a lot smaller just by observing that. Like, huh? But imagine, I don't know if you got I'm not saying a bit to go, but if you got a tiny stop loss, you can have a bigger buy or a bigger position, right? That's the point I was trying to get to here. And so if you only lose, if you're only going to risk 2% of your account, well, you could use your whole account if you got a 2% stop loss. It's and you want one that's like. Not one that you could just easily, too tight, where you could easily, one that would invalidate the trade. For me, breaking the trend line would be the first invalidation. But breaking the second little low you got over here, that's a 2.4%. So if you got $1,000 account, and this looked like a trade for a quickie, I don't know, I wouldn't say it'd be a quickie on 4-hour candles. It might take 2 or 3 days for it to make that little 10% move up there to 31. I don't know. Might even find a more better target. Once you broke out and went to heaven. Yeah, that's that Degens voice in you saying, getting ready to sucker punch you when you got your head turned. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you. But, and I'm not telling anybody to do this by any means. I'm not going to do it. I have no desire, no plans on trading this little guy. But hey, 25 people hanging out with me. Let me know if I'm boring you. Not trying to bore you. We'll move on to I think it's SNX. Is that right? Can't read my writing. But $1,000 account, you're risking 2%. So what's that? $20. If you're willing to risk $20 on this, and what you would get is 4 times 20, so it goes up 10%. You make $100. But you had to use $1,000 of your own money to make that $100, and you had to risk 20 of your own money to do that. And you know what? And that's 1x. You know what? If you went, let's say 2x. Shoot, if you went 5x. Well, you could get a bigger position size here, but she comes down and goes negative. You're also going to lose more than $2. It's going to, or $20. It's if you go hog wild on that. That would magnify 5x too. So you got to keep that in mind too. Those little things will get you if you're not aware of it. But if you start out, let's say, I don't know, 1x. That's what I've been toying with lately. If it's something that takes off, well then I can raise the leverage. It just frees up capital if I want to, and then if I find a good place to add to a trade, that's how I would probably think about it if she gets going. Otherwise, I'm making it doesn't matter if I crank up the leverage or not. I'm still going to make the same amount. If she starts going and I crank up the leverage, I'm still going to make the same dollar amount. No matter. I just got more free to do something else with. La la la, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. So XLM, I like what I'm kind of seeing here. I guess we should kind of get some high targets here, right? If this be our bottom. It's not a roundy bottom. It's got a inverted head and shoulder type kind of reversal pattern going on there. If you can see that, I believe most of you can. I don't think you have to have special sunglasses to see it. That one's actually pretty much textbook. It looks almost beautiful. This one's slanted down a little bit. I'll give you a slant. We just have a slanted neckline, and that's fine. If you were looking at that idea, and then notice when you draw the neckline out, well, that's a nice retest of that area. And that's what we're doing right now, is kind of retesting that area again. When we look at things like that, it's like, well, there's the line, yeah. So now this resistance, this trending line down that we couldn't ever get above, though we tried, is not so much the pattern. I mean, look, that you could have the triangle. It's a triangle breaking to the upside, but I mean, really, if you were following it by the rules for these instead of coming in to pinch the tips, you would have an opening broadening pattern. I'm just saying, there's all these different ways which are perfectly valid to look at this market, but the most important one to always remember is that top line that you're trying to break, right? And it now confirms into support. So whether you saw this in the many different ways to interpret it as triangles or inverted head and shoulders or broadening wedges, it still requires us to kind of address this line, and then all these horizontal levels of support areas that we failed on before too, on the little stair step up. So these are the stairs, and the horizontal trend line just kind of tells me when we're getting ready to start climbing. That probably doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make a damn bit of sense. What the hell? I think he's got a contact buzz. Damn it, John. What's up, man? Hey, everybody. Okay. All right. Let the air clear out here. Let the air clear. Anyway, I went down a rabbit hole. And we're going to take a look at SNX next. We've got 27 people hanging out. Hello, 27 people. We're kind of keeping our eye on Bitcoin here, trying to figure out what she's going to do, while also looking at altcoins. I like looking at the 4 hour on altcoins because I think that's really giving us more insight into the momentum of the little river of moving averages that we find price action flowing in. And the currencies to want to take us a little bit more zigzaggedy, but more up, more toward the sport side here. I hope that's right. Is that port? Not a sailor. And we got a nice little bottom trend line idea right there. I'm gonna make you dotted. You're gonna be a dotted line, man. Really? I'm gonna be a dotted line? Wow. But what if it's a bear flag to the downside? Well, what if my nutsack fell off tomorrow? I don't know, man. I would be devastated. I guess just the same thing. But we'll look for the signs if it's going to happen. Oh my gosh. Get the ice pack, Sean. Okay. I see good signs here at that 200 moving average. Just trying to hold, trying to collect over that, What kind of verb is that? Higher highs, higher lows so far. Got nothing to bitch about. I think we're trying to move on up. We're going to get that pie in the sky. We're going to move up with the Jeffersons right there. Who's the Jeffersons? Sean knows. I like this idea myself. I like this trend line right there. I like that one right there. From these guys to that guy right there, however you want to draw, you're going to kind of get a fuzzy little trend line because it's fuzzy price action. But we're coming right to this fuzzy little area. Are you a candle body? I like if you can see the candle bodies. I love candle bodies. Yes, you are. And then you see this idea. I like that so much better. Did we see that on this? That's a lot of things on the other coins too. Or this idea, if you want me to spell it out for you, we're making megaphones. We're calling it here, going, hey, because this is a bullish megaphone. And it's a young man, please get off my daughter. Stand up. And then and then it starts coming a bearish megaphone. And that's what, Daddy, I locked the door. You're supposed to knock. And I don't know where this stuff comes from. It's crazy. Anyway, so we're going to have to endure all this stuff. This is wide open for us to conversation to develop between the scope of this of $1.12 ish even. But for me, I need lines. What? Not. Oh, Jesus, Sean. We need to draw some fib lines from high to low. Tell me where price is going to go. And that $1.28 is looking so juicy for this one. We're going to take that one into account there, and then we're going to bring this little guy down to this area. And it's probably hard to see. My apologies. I am a performance chartist, by the way. I think Sam coined that word. Oh, they already nabbed one of them. So 97 cents. I can see that being. You were supposed to change color, dude. What changed color? Oh wow! What happened there? All right, I guess we're going to white. Well, they gotta be white. It just happened that way, brother. It just happened that way. So I see the current trying to sweep us up here. 88 cents looks like a great little place to retest there again. That was our previous little place we got smacked down. So we gotta go back up there and take care of business, bust through there and just go and talk to 97 cents. May have to smack it around too till we get up to. For some reason I like 112. I didn't draw a trend. I didn't draw a line there, but I will put a line there now. It has to be a Fibonacci area. More than likely it was possible higher high for that one, but 130 right up here. Sounds crazy right now to think that we'd be at 130. That's almost a double up from here. I'm not saying it's going to be a fun or easy ride, and like I said, 98 cents is going to be a little bumpy spot, but hey man, that's where it's worth taking profits in my personal opinions. Let's moon back that sucker and may even get another drop and you can try to moon back it again. Ladies and gentlemen, the techie will return to the chat now. What on earth? Deluxe apartment in the sky. Kelly knows. Oh my God, you're gonna have you're gonna have to have that. What is that turkey on about conversation again? What? Quitty Marshmallow says, until next year, I'm never doing that again. Oh. I see what we're talking about. You had a great birthday, good times, and man, I can't go from my back now. Oh, I'm glad you're doing all right. Good to have you here. I'm going back through the chat looking at you, huh? Good to be in the doghouse again. Kelly says Parachain looks really good. I think it's flagging out. Magic 8 Ball says try again later. Captain Crypto says Cetus up 30%. Wasn't that the one that got hacked? I see Chris Klein, Tia. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, there's the coin. Oh, here we go. Here's our coins. Now we got it. Now we're cooking with gasoline. TRB. I haven't looked at that one in a while. Let's see. We got YFI. OW for Wormhole. JTO. ETH5 Render. No, those on 15-minute. Oh, you're a little DJ in you. All right, let's go. Parachain, what's happened to you, baby? Ooh, are you in a buy? She was looking really, really bullish last time we looked at it and drew these lines, and I don't know when that would have been. It looks like sometime earlier this month. Enough for me to draw a trend line over here, so I would say she was probably looking at her come down and retest this area. And that sucks that did not stick at all. What would that have looked like? And then she would have done this and go back, oh look, we're bullish again. And then she gave it back up, man. Ooh. Okay. Well, that idea changes. Well, let's back up and zoom out. Let's put all this stuff back. zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture here. So I don't think we made a new low, so I think all these are still good, but I just like to just take a fresh look anyway, though. So we're gonna get rid of all of that. We came down to the falling wedge and had a nice breakout. They normally break, that one broke out early. That one did break out early. They normally break out 75% of the way in. I'm gonna share that idea because probably need to know that idea. You could almost make an argument she's following right along the line of it, couldn't you? Let me put it back the way we had it there. All right, let's do that.
Through the turbulence managed so well. Crypto sunrise story we tell. Charts go wild, screens electric. Riding now, resilient and hectic. Bear or bull, always reflective. Fortune swings so eclectic.
So we're hoping for a double bottom out of this guy, right? Because I mean, anything else is just not going to be that good. So we need to see a double bottom down here. So 315. So this has been on the daily. She's just been on the downtrend ever since mid-May. Oh, that sucks. Let's come down and see what she's looking like respecting this area here. So she came down to the full, I mean, possibly got her, you're possibly at bottom. So here's the way that I no, this is interesting. I mean, if you, I remember saying myself when Bear Chain was up here around $7 or $8, man, I sure as hell missed that. Wish I had gotten in on that one a lot earlier. And then here we are, where she's not at the very lows at $1 or anything, but hey, what's your fib for that? I don't normally trust these. Oh, but my gosh, that came in accurate. So that's a 786 retracement. She's at a great area. Well, this is making me kind of Jones for some Bear Chain that I haven't been in, but I don't know if I got any dry powder available to move over there. So here she's okay, there's always a chance that she could go lower to the $1 or whatever, right? But she's come down here for all this time since April around this area in this zone, touched bottom, came down, touched that same bottom. As for what we can tell as chart wise and traders, is this is a good opportunity to buy the bottom, and it's like making me freaking kind of Jones. Who's got, are you on COINEX by chance? Do I need to look at you later? And this is on the 4 hours. I mean, there's still time. Technically, what we've learned from pulling the fib down from high to low is that anywhere under 316 is a good area for this. So DCA strategy, if that's your thing, this is a good time for Bear Chain if that's been one that you wanted to get in on. My personal opinion doesn't have to be yours, but I'm checking her out. Where can you find it? Yeah, okay, they got it over here. I need to put a little star over there. Are you available on margin? No, just straight up. Okay, that makes it a little bit more difficult for me. But I'll see what I can do, because I think it's let's take a look at Bear Chain for a minute. This might be something some of you guys are interested in, or not. I don't know. It's got a $344 million market cap. But what is it? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. Parachain's POL mechanism fundamentally changes how layer 1 economics are structured by creating an efficient marketplace between validators, users, and applications. And they started off nerdy off the bat. That leads to the point. Okay. Validators stake Vera to secure the network and receive BGT rewards, which they can direct to application reward vaults in exchange for protocol incentives. The system allows chain rewards to scale with actual demand for economic security and chain liquidity. That sounds like a money chasing thing. I'm sorry, but I'll just call it like, bro. That sounds like, okay, put money here and then we'll pump it through this pipe and this pipe and this other pipe, and it'll spit something out over here, and you can take that and do something else with it. And I'm like, I don't want to go down. Sounds like a rabbit hole of money. Bridge funds visit Bear Hub. I'm just saying. I've been down some of these rabbit holes before. Okay. So there's no talk about building anything or solving any problem, from what I can see with Parachain, right? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to let a voice of reason come in here. But changes how layer 1 economics work are structured by creating marketplaces between validators, users, and applications. A marketplace between them. Okay, well, maybe this is why you still got a $300 million market cap. But the circulating supply is 119. Maximum supply is infinity. And then we got to get into your staking over here. And here we are on how many has been released. Okay, let's see. Well, how do you look? 23% still unlocked. 76% is still locked. Total supply is 502. Circulating supply is 119. And it's million. And I mean, at least we're not talking about billions like most every freaking other big project. I mean, Caspa's in the billions. A lot of the coins are and then they get saturated and they reach an area and it's hard for them to move because it takes a lot of money to get those at certain time when there's that many coins and it gets saturated, and then we don't see you get a coin that just kind of just poke it. Are they gonna do anything? Oh, it did a little. Oh, it went up 2% this whole month. Yay! I mean, so that's good that it doesn't have that, but I don't know. I feel kind of disappointed. I thought those did more than what it showed me so far than this. Up only. An EVM identical to layer 1 assigning security and liquidity powered by proof of liquidity. Yay. Proof of liquidity. Okay. I didn't scroll up. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so they take you to the website and it tells you to scroll up, and then you gotta scroll up to get to all the rest of the website. That's different. Okay, I give you that. Okay, okay, but as far as the chart, that's in a juicy spot. How well it will perform in this market, I have no idea, but it did range over here around $8, so you've at least got that idea to go from there up to, I don't know, just to $6. That's 134%. And once it happens, it should happen pretty quick. Just to get through all this, there's a gap there. If you can, there's a fancy new term for it and all this other stuff, and they just repackage old information with a new title and sell it in a course. But all this, there's no support here, so about halfway there if you count that little candle body there. And the rule of thumb is 50%. You know, at least come back up 50%. Okay, so there's an idea, but I do like it. I do like where it's at on the chart for, you know, you can. It's it's giving me tingles, so I like it. It's making me want it, but I don't know if it's the chain that I want. Let me take a look at Cetus. Okay, Cetus at OKX. Oh, we'll look at you there. Cetus is having a good day after all these bad days. So, hey, congratulations, Cetus. It's about dang time. There's no. Hey, Cetus. Isn't that the one that got exploited or hacked or whatever? I'm not sure what happened. All right, cut that short. I don't think this looks horrible. Too horrible. I mean, it's not great, but I'm not. I don't know that I would. Can you recover from this? Oh, she was set up to take it. Ooh, but that was a nasty dump, though. I don't know when all this stuff happened or the news happened. I thought it was just recent. But it looks like you got a trend line idea that's respecting. And it looks like you might have a channel idea. That suggests that we could come back up here to 25 cents. I'm just trying to think of how many flags of the upside were made over here. We never hit any higher targets, that's for sure, though. That's really too much for that target right now. So you fell back in here, huh? You had to come and do it. You couldn't stay away from mommy's basement, could ya? No, you stayed down here. 2 years of your life just hanging around. You finally break out, but you had to come back. Alright, I got you, kid. Scram, get on out of here. Bounce. So hopefully, if you're looking at this double bottom, it went back up, came back, retested. Beautiful retest of this whole area. Gorgeous. And we would expect it to start shooting for higher highs. That's what the birds are supposed to do when they leave the nest, honey. You're supposed to go for the higher highs. So that's what we should expect from it until it shows us anything different, in my personal opinion. So seeing how there's just not much in here to stop it between these two levels, I would be looking right here at the 618, 33 cents. So as crazy as it sounds for whatever is going on with the project, it looks to me like she can get up there to a nice 33 cents, and I bet. And your ABCD takes you right up here to the 0.5, so I guess we can put that target up there too. That's at 28 cents, so basically we just fibbed it out. We just fib it out! Let's fib it out. You can just fib it out. Make a fib it out song. So, that's the daily. Let's see what we got. That 200 moving average that we bumped our head on, that's an issue, so. But we if this is our bottom, unless we come back and touch it again for some odd reason, I don't see why we would need to, but it could happen. But we should be starting to work our little merry way right up there to 28 cents, and that's not bad. So that's like 74% for real? For real? I don't know, that just stunned me for some reason. I wasn't expecting that, but I wasn't holding that in my hand here, but that's 70% gains from right there. I'm going to take this and post it because I think it's an interesting idea to watch. This is the 4-hour Cetus. Cetus? Get out of the closet. Well, put the crackers back on the shelf. All right, so trade setups, right? Hour chart. I'm just gonna say found some targets or tarjets. All right. Who took this trade with? All right, let's go with Tia. Hey, we were looking for the 15 minute. No. 4 hour. 4 hour. Oh, we're happy. We're at the 4 hour. Wow. Surprised that happened. It must be serendipity. All right. So I still like the moving averages on a lot of these coins. It's doing the same thing. Starting to slowly recover, in my personal opinion. I like that little bottom trend line that she's been holding. Looks fine, looks mighty fine. Even more fine, I like this top trend line. I really do. It looks so beautiful, so enticing. I like it. So I still got this target at 387. I think that's still good. We got all the little juicy fibs in between that we could play with, but you know, hey man, sometimes you gotta save yourself for the bigger target, you know. So, I mean, you can spend all your time playing with these lower levels and everything, having your fun the way you do it, but you need to really save something for the bigger picture up here. There's a good price label over here. That's a good man right there, and you want to play with these little chats down here at the little 0.5 at 291. You want to just go with 291, or you want something a little bit bigger, maybe 386? Yeah, how's that? That's balls deep right there, 44% gains. I'm just saying. We're just interpreting, channeling the charts, ladies and gentlemen. That's we channel the charts. What? I just say what they're thinking. I'm not even going to comment again. I really like 319. I don't know why. I just like it. It's a pretty target. I like the color blue. We're going to go with that one. It's as simple as redecorating your room. Just pick the color you like, and you're well, at least it's a strategy. A lot of people are going to be looking at that, you know, the programs and algorithms and everything. Going to be looking at the 618. That's just a given. So 302, shorter term targets there, but I like 386, man. Just 386 it. See, it's even a fib thing, man. I say go for the Augusta. It is a fib thing, though. Very proud. I like it. Might we come back to 250? They play with our heads this week. I'm sure that they might try to take us there, but hopefully not. Hopefully we're done with these lower areas there. Well, let's travel onward to what was the gains? We did that, right? Yeah, 40 something. Yeah, 46% up there. Now these areas are coming in where the turbulence at 302 and 320ish, and see these bigger moving averages starting to come in. We'll have to work our way up through those, but you can see it's not always a hard ride, because sometimes we can just blast right through them. Usually Lucy, we have to respond to her, so she'll probably be support, I'm guessing, since she knocked us down here. Lucy's the red line. She's the 666 moving average. I'm just saying she's relevant, so I use her because she's got something to say. Let's take a look at Pingu. Let's get some penguins in our blood. Or let's get some penguin blood. Penguin blood, penguin blood. Adrenochrome, I ran out. And I lost Hillary's number. All right, so bouncing off the 4 hour 200 moving average.
sometimes we presenters, I don't think I do it anymore. I think I've done it before, but you'll say in the habit of saying the daily MA or the daily SMA or something daily, and you can be on the 15-minute time frame or whatever, and you forget that it's well, that doesn't really make it a daily 200 EMA or something, does it? Makes it kind of like the 4-hour 200 EMA, doesn't it? We just get used to saying things. Oh, look at you little dirty bastard. What is that? Are you a hoot owl? You look like a hoot owl. I'm just saying. You look like a big old hoot owl. Anyway. Feel like I'm being watched right now, but price is holding pretty good. Pingu, you're going up. We got to get the eyes out of here. The eyes have it, but not today. Oh, you've already met those targets. This was a 382 for the bigger picture thing that you've been bumping your head on. Dang, Pingu, you're looking actually kind of... I mean, you've been kind of strong. I've been kind of surprised you held so well. For the meme coins, you just figured they would take a bigger hit than what they've taken, because they've taken big hits before. We know what that feels like, right? Yeah, we know they can take some hits, and it didn't. So, well, isn't that something to note? I noted it right there. That was free of charge, ladies and gentlemen. Most people charge you for that, try to get you into them paid subscriptions and all that, but no, I gave that note to you for free. Give it to you again, just in case you missed it. We're going to park this yellow line there and make it green. And that's a 382 fib. That's a great area. If we can actually bounce from here, that means we get a good move, man. A good move. Really good moves. Like this good of move, like the 2.5 cent good moves. That kind of good move. Why are you green, man? It's red for sale, mister. In case you didn't know. Tighten up your game now. Oh my gosh, I cheated us out of a few pennies there. Get every penny. Get greedy, get greedy. Don't get greedy. We still have this area over here at 2.2 cents. It doesn't correspond with that pull, but what did we, I got to reconvene here. I would much rather go with fresher targets than older targets, although... What were you? Now I gotta see. Now we gotta see. Okay, you were a 0.5. Oh look, you're also a 618. Well shoot, yeah. I'm going. No, oh, we just drew that one. You stay. You get moved up. I don't know who you are anymore, but it just makes sense to put you down here and color you green. Because in the bigger picture of things, man, these are really good targets. So that 0.5 area, we just got an extended, like if she bounces from here, we just got this area could get hit. So I like that. It was just a little bit above that 0.8. It was actually at 26 cents. Or 0.5, I'm not saying 0.8, 0.5 Fibonacci area. At 2.5 cents there. And it looks like 20 could be coming, but I'm curious, man. Will she blast through it like she did over here? Will she? Will she? There's nothing there, man. Is it a vector candle, ladies and gentlemen? Is that one of those, what do I call them, liquidity zones, or I forget, I don't know. There's so many names for things right now. I just like that little doohickey right there. That's always worked in the past, and I will probably continue to use it here. That is the professional lingo of this channel. Doohickey. Watch me call it. That plays over there. Over yonder. But the liquidity. So Pingo TRB though. What do you look like on Turb? How's Turb looking? Whoa, look at you. Dang, dude. Whoa. Something exploded. Dang, man, you gonna make me miss you? This was the Shiaz. This was the Shazizzles. This is, if you wasn't chasing this one, you wasn't a chaser, man. This is everybody's chasing this one, not just once or twice, but this was the good chase. Woo, doggy. She was down like $12, went all the way up to 139, went all the way up to, yeah, I'm going. Yeah, $627. That was crazy. It did not stay there very long, as you can see. But it did go there. There was a crazy pump up there. So many people got wrecked on that, chasing all that. But what are you going to do? Every day it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. $200, $230, $250. It just keeps going up. $280, $300. It looks like it ain't ever going to freaking stop, and where you thought it would stop, it doesn't. It just keeps on going. $300. Oh, it's going to. I'm going to short it. $400. I ain't shorting no more. Dang. Maybe we should buy some. It's $448. $480. It's just not stopping. It's just maybe we need to buy some. Oh, we bought some. I made $40. I made $50. I made $70. I made $300. I lost it all. I got liquidated. So I'm sorry. I'm just painting a picture right there. That was crazy. And here she is. After all these disappointments, not too disappointing. She did smack that nice little target we had sitting right there, 109-ish. Smacked her out of nowhere. All right, so I have not looked at this one in a while. Let's ooh, look at you. She got some work to do. Lucy's up here. You need to come talk to the devil. I can see $70 coming out of it just because the devil's in it. That's just on GP. That's also a 382 Fibonacci from this area when it was $146. Seems kind of crazy it was there at the peak of last year when altcoins finally made a comeback. See, this thing happened back in December. This was what happened December of 2023. Not last Christmas, Christmas before, man. Woo! It was a good Christmas for some people, and then it was a horrible one for others that just were chasing that and got caught in it. Man, that's what 2017 felt like for a lot of these coins, man. And they did stuff like that during the peak of the... That was altcoin season. When you start seeing all the coins start trying to do stuff like that, that is altcoin. That is what altcoin season feels like. That is what 2017 altcoin season felt like, and then it's not there anymore. So Turb, what's up with you, Turb? I like that $68 area. I don't know if she'll get it now, but I think she's got a good chance. Now she can make some serious gains, as you can see over here, man. That's pretty impressive, because that candle was like oh wow, 100%, and give it up really quick. So it only lasts a couple of days when she like goes on a big spike. So to me, I think she can get up there. Let's go ahead and get that other target. It would probably be, we'll take a, so let's go from here. Let's try to nail you in, shall we? Okay, we got you there. Let's go with this $80 area, just in case you want to spike up there. She might do it and just and then pull back down and maybe hang out on about 40 or 50 again for a while or something. This was a nice inverted head and shoulders reversal pattern. Came back for the retest, so hopefully we're done with the retest. Sometimes they can come back again, but we could also look at this area here that we just left. There might be a possibility to come back and retest 38. But the nice area is to take a little bit of profit. 68, in my personal opinion. And 81. And I'll take this and post it over just for targets for TRB. This is on the daily. We can come to the 4 hour. Can't really see all the cool price action, but you can see the ribbon flip going on right there. So TRB 4 hour chart. Them targets for profit takers, man. I say we've been going for an hour and 35 minutes now. I don't know if I'll get through all these coins or not, but we will do our best and try to. Pingu, we got that. 2RB, we got that. We'll be working on these. We got Tia out of the way. Coming back and seeing what you guys are saying. Teller, I should say. Yeah, it's Teller. I called it Turb. Oh, Teller tributes. Not many people do, I think. Not at least a lot of people I know of. Anita Cho says, I hope 2002, 2003 is repeating. That was pre-Bitcoin. I don't know what you're talking about. Kelly Pan said, when did the XMR get so volatile? Hey, how's she been doing? I've got a play over there. And I don't know if she's topped out or not quite yet, but she had a good run. Ooh, yeah, doggies. Liked it. I like it. XMR. You gotta be on more places than this. Come on now. Here we are, KuCoin. Oh, you did. Wow. Because usually XMR doesn't give up very much, doesn't give back very much. I mean, she's had the times and get some of these pullbacks, and that was good, you know, but that didn't happen very often. That's about a good 30%. Most of the time, it's just zigzagging within a little bitty range as it goes up and everything. So cool. Now the question is she kind of done for? Because that was a hell of a run right there, wasn't it? Hell of a run. Could say we're still looking for 429 on this particular chart. I don't know if it would hit or not. She might still have some gas in the tank to make it up there, just doing a little bit of a pullback. What we need to do is take that, fib her out, fib it out. And it looks like 330. Woo, baby. Pardon me, gotta check my orders are all there. Collecting me up a little bit of Monero. Zcash has been doing pretty good too. So some of these boomer coins have been hitting, and that's not uncommon. I think even Bitcoin Cash might be doing pretty decent right now. We see that before, right? Before the other things started moving last time. Why can't I find you now? That is a sign you got too much crap going on over here. Whoa, darling. Yes, baby, I'm ready. Oh yeah, we were ready for you. I got you. All right. We can pay off that. Oh, we did pay it off already. Okay. Well, then fine. Fine then. Guess we already paid. With spot margin, you short different. You borrow it and you sell it, right? It's just like doing on if you were doing it with spot, but you have more to work with. Anyway, so I had to take me some profits over here and try to do my best with it to pay back anything borrowed, but I have nothing borrowed now, so we're good to go. Monero, man, you might even come down deeper. I would expect the 382 to hold right there, but wow, could you hit 300? I mean, it could. It can do any dang thing it wants to do, but somehow I just don't see this one getting that big of a pullback. Do you often come back? Wait to see how often she comes back to some of these areas. I mean, a 50 moving average is a good. A steep retracement. She's on the on the daily. She's on the 21, and usually on I prefer to judge these things on the daily. She's riding the 9, or it was riding the 9. Lost the 9, test the 21, and it could just get right back on track right here. The 50 moving average is down here around 300, so that would suck. So this 382, I think it could still happen. It would look like just a little wick down and reclaim that area, but you don't see it too you don't see it on a good move too often, but you do see it. Yeah, we can test the 50 several times there. When was the last time you had a really good run like this? Not in a while, huh? Over here, that was a good strong run, but that was the first sign she lost it, right? So it does appear that the run maybe over. Doesn't mean you can't still go up, but who knows? Keep our eyes on this one. Still looking kind of strong here right now. 200 moving average coming in. Let's see if this area will hold. What happens there? Cool. Well, look at you, Monero. She's on sale. Let's take a look at Wi-Fi. So we're supposed to be looking at these on the 15 minutes, and I think I will do that. We'll just look at the 15. Zoom out a little bit. I gotta zoom out first. I just can't help it. I can't help it. I gotta see what's going on. So we got an idea there. It's on the, I don't like the bottom trend line. So do we have it or do we not have it? Actually, now it kind of works afterwards. So we do have enough touches to make it valid. So we're going to take that. We can take that as our trend line. And let's hope she holds. Hope she doesn't come back next to it. So we're making higher highs, higher lows so far. Try. All these moving averages are getting really tight. They're starting to squeeze together. And I'm looking for the positive flips, and there's just a mixed match of everything. It could really go either way at this point. That sucks to say that. Let's take a look at your indicators. How they looking? It's below the 9. Yeah, this angle that we got here, I'm not convinced that little sucker's going to hold. So we zoom out. I mean, it's there, but that's flimsy. It's just to be honest, that's just a flimsy idea. So you asked for the 15-minute, but I mean, to really get better answers, I think it's important to kind of look at here. And I like that 200 crossed over Lucy up there. That's cool. Well, that's interesting. Don't see that happen every day without following price action. Well, that's a curiosity. This was good. That's good. Let's cross here on the 12-hour. Is there a chance that you can hold here? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if this trend line is going to hold, but I do think that this area can hold. We've been stair-stepping up there, haven't we? It would be great if it could hold here. It's trying. It really is trying. If we do fall, maybe back to 532. Honestly, I would say we'd probably be coming back to 5 or 5333 area. And 5330. Is it 5330? 50. What is that? I can't see it. Okay, this is 5030. That would be our deeper retracement if we lose this trend line. And I can't take that off the table, and the bigger moving averages are part of the reason why I can't take that off the table right now. And this one, I mean, if she loses the trend line, well, this is just a tip in the hat. I don't even think it's worth putting out there. If it holds, it would be great, but, and it could, but more than likely, I would still bank on this one if the trend line fails. The trend line looks like it's got a good chance of holding. If it does, then, you know, we can start working our way up there. And we get a 618, right? And if we do, if we can continue up, then I would be looking at 73. And also this right at 7600. So 73, right around 73, and right at 7600 is where I'd be looking for to take some serious profit. I've got another target here at 6718. It looks like it's horizontal, probably a horizontal support flip area. Nope, not. I don't know. Is it? I cannot remember why I have that one, but all these moving averages are converging right there too, so that's worth looking at there too, in my personal opinion. So you said the 15 minute, so I got on the bigger time frame. So 15 minute, I mean, it looks like she's trying to bounce. Let's keep our fingers crossed, higher highs and higher lows. We should be headed towards 6,000. Try to take this guy out. Take a look at W wormhole. This should be it at 10 cents on the 15 minute though. I really can't get anything out of the 15 minute that would be that helpful other than to tell you about the moving averages and, you know, how it seems to be respecting price so far, or respecting them so far. Higher highs and higher, or we got a higher low anyway. I have to zoom out. I got to. So now this tells me a lot more. I get a lot more information when I can zoom out. Nice rounding shape here on the bottom. I like that. Some people are going to argue for a inverted head and shoulders. Hasn't really developed a solid neckline just yet, but as long as it gets above those, make some higher highs here, that'd be cool. That's a sweet target right here, 15 cents. We're looking for a local play. We're still in this guy's jurisdiction right here. So we'd be looking at 11.7 cents to get tested. We would still be looking at this sweet little spot that we talked about right there, 15 cents too. So you see how that kind of works? How cool that is? That 236 fib that we had. It's the area we got to get past. So anywhere below 15 cents, technically, you know, a good place to accumulate this one. But if it's just on a trade or anything, that's coming up as a great target. And this one at 14 cents. She may blast. No, she'll probably catch something there too. She had a little hiccup right there last time too. So to me, short term, that's what I got for wormhole. 2 good targets to shoot for. If we can get there from here, that's 38 to almost 50% gains. You got one trend line, a secondary trend line that started here, lost it. Now we got this, so we kind of follow it, see what it's doing, and hope it doesn't lose it. The moving averages are looking good. That's what I got on the 15-minute.
Love's a touch, sweeter with a smile on his face.
Oops, I'm at the wrong spot.
It crashes, oh he sings so low. Mood swings like a pendulum from high to hollow.
I'm on this is a 2-hour chart.
Every tick and talk, he's counting like gold. Fingers on the pulse, cold.
All right, I think I got time for about one more, and then I'm going to have to start shutting her down. Let us take a look at, let's take a look at
I just wish he loved
Get a render.
as much as those charts. Wish he
Oh, you're falling. You're falling. Are all the altcoins falling? Nope. No, they're kind of hanging for the hour. It's just you, render. It's just you falling, man. What's up with you, man? What's going on? Let's go to the 4-hour.
or down, we're bound.
So I still like the moving averages are still doing what moving averages should do. She lost this little local line we're trying to follow it with.
Tags on our
I took this angle over here. I believe that's what I did. Yeah. So I took that and put it over here, and that's telling me of an area that she could be coming down to, and I think that's going to be correct. I think we'll probably see right around 420. Damn it, Sean!
market's kind.
Anytime I can't say 420 around here because
Each high and low we ride this volatile stride. But in my heart, I just want
417 or in that area-ish is where we could we could find ourselves on this one. But I would expect us to get some support. What I'm seeing at the moving averages, this looks pretty good. Even if that has to happen. Now remember, this is the 4-hour chart. We're at an 800 here, an 800 moving average. We ain't got to come down any further. We ain't got to. Matter of fact, we'll come down to the smaller time frames and see if we're getting any traction at this area. And I was about to say with the 1 hour, is it the 1 hour? It's like, that looks horrible. But we're coming down to the 15, and now you can see where where we were on the 4-hour, the 800 moving average area right here. She's not on any other time frame. She's just here. We'll put a little line there. We come down to the 6-minute, and now we can see we're getting respect on that area. You're getting respect on this area here. If maybe she can bounce here. What do you got going on over here? What's going on over here? I don't like this at all. That's bearish AF here on the 6-minute. So I don't know if this is going to hold at the. Let's go back to the 4-hour because this is what matters. So I don't know, but if that one doesn't hold, then more than likely we're coming down to where we'll talk to this guy and probably Lucy. All right, let's take a look, if you dare, on at Bitcoin here on the smaller time frames. Over here on the 6-minute, and we're still kind of boring ass sideways. If you're longing or if you're shorting, you're kind of like, what the hell and why? You're just paying fees. That's basically what you're doing. If you're longing or shorting right now, you're paying the exchange fees, and they're probably pretty damn high fees right now. Just to be honest with you, because we just being all janky over here even on the smaller ass time frames. It looks like on the 1 hour we might be trying to catch a break here with the 100 moving average. It's got some teeth in it. I mean, like I said, the 21 hasn't crossed negatively over to 50. We don't have a bearish cross of moving averages yet. It's fighting it tooth and nail not to happen. So that might be what we need. 200. Maybe we're going up just a wee little bit to go get that liquidity. This liquidity. Let's refresh that little guy. Where you at now? What do you look like now? Is there more up there or down here? Where is the most? The most is still up there. If they wanted to come and get the little fiddly stuff. I mean, we're talking about $240,000 liquidation at 107 versus like 930,000 at 110, 822,000 at 100 and almost 111. Oh my God! Everything up, it's just got a bunch of them. Down here, it just doesn't have as much. Anything past 108,000 is just not. There's just not much in there. So they probably get these greedy bastards up here. Go get those greedy bastards, darling. Go teach them a lesson or two. They've been kind of chiming in. Low just bearish. Short of this little sucker. Yeah, I want to let it ride down to 30K there. Yeah. Join my trading group. I'll teach you how to short this market. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being patient with my silly antics, and they've been a little bit silly tonight, I gotta say. Just feeling kind of crazy here. Bitcoin making us go stir crazy, going sideways, and just still hoping we get a little something out of these gosh darn altcoins. What the hell? I'm disappointed that Bitcoin dominance has been coming down. Maybe I should change. I know what the problem is. It's on the wrong time frame. I'm still disappointed Bitcoin dominance is coming down with this big ass green candle, and this is all we got out of total 3. Like, screw you. I'm just gonna put my money in Tether. And I'm like, you suck, dude. Or back over here in the stock market, that one's going up. What the hell, man? Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Bitcoin is going sideways. And altcoins are just sitting there like, am I supposed to do something? I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to go up, freaky. Okay. Today? Like, well, yeah, you're kind of lagging behind. Okay. So I don't know what the problem is with Total 3, but man, hey, we just need to have a talk with it before we go. Hey, Total 3, you're supposed to be going up right now. Come on, get with the program, dude. Come on, you got bullish crosses and everything. Come on. What are you thinking? Come on, Total 3. You got it all going in your favor right now. Why you throwing away your shot like this, man? Come on. Come on. Show us a little love. Give us a little love on our altcoins, baby. Guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back again tomorrow night taking a look at this crazy market. We had our first day back in the market since since the weekend, the holiday weekend. And maybe it was the fake day, maybe tomorrow's a real day. Let's be careful. Bitcoin, I don't trust it as far as I can throw it one way or the other right now. Being out of this market is not a bad play in my personal opinion. Got your bigger plays, but trying to trade all this is just you're gonna fee. I think you're just gonna give it up in fees is what seems to be happening. Not much gains either way, ups, down, sideways, or the muck. But I gotta tell you, this 1 hour, I like it. It's a little frisky. She's going higher highs and higher lows. Let's see what you can do, baby. Take us up there. Go get that liquidity at 111. Give us a good entry too, man. Come on. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Trade carefully, trade wisely. See you on the next one. Start to the end screen. See you guys.
She wakes when the markets start to play. Eyes like charts, they give
We've heard this song quite often lately, haven't we? We need something
she's chasing the
something else.
profit and whispers, no need for prime.
Something a little bit more ballsy.
Operator moving so slight.
I don't know. It's kind of chill late night. I need to crank it up and just go crazy.
Night. She's got the
Oh, I've not heard this one in a while.
words in her head. Trading emotions you don't understand. Her phone lights up with the flicker of trades. A surgeon.
Thank you guys. Good night, Anita. Captain Crypto. Yes, please hit the like button.
It helps this tiny little channel to grow. One of these days I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a bigger channel. I'll get pimples and hair on my chest and everything, and you can help support that idea. I just want to be a big boy.
My wife's tears fell. Oh, no crib to sell. Yeah, yeah. Oh, phone took my dime. Oh, gas stole my time. Baby, please don't hold your tears. Ooh, baby, please don't stack my fears. Yeah, yeah. Crypto
Have a good one, Joe.
Oh, guitar cries my woe. Ooh, yeah. Oh, marimba lifts me so. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, who runs my plate? Baby, please don't hold your tears. Ooh, baby, please don't stack my fears. Yeah, yeah. Crypto whaler, oh, crypto whaler. Yeah, I lost my savior. Crypto whaler.
Good night, John Boy.